4 student, welcome to our channel again, our live tutorial channel again. I love you all. If you are here, you must be a good student, right? To join the lesson, all right, at this time of the day. So, welcome and thank you. Now, suddenly I found out one thing. Before we go to our lesson, I want to ask you a question. Suddenly I find out, answer my question, what's wrong with my gloves today? I usually have my gloves on. And what do you think? Too big for me. All right, but I'll try my best, right, to use this for my teaching. So, okay for that. Now, so for listening, I will try to finish, I'll try my best to finish all those listening exercises with you within the time of our schedule. That is it. So the workplace is for today again. And what about you? Are you ready? Do you have your worksheets with you? I have already put all those worksheets in the Google Classroom. All right, so if you are ready, we will go to some more listening exercises today. So, for this week, we will go to exercise 8. And exercise 8, this is actually a very important exercise for you because I will tell you something about the important exam listening skills. That is notes taking. It is very important we know how to take notes while we are having our listening exam. And some of your student friends at school, the Form 6 student, they are having their HKDSD exam already every day this week. So it will be you, the year after next, it will be you who will attend the exam. And the listening exam is really exciting because it's very quick, very fast, and you need to grab every single second to try your best to finish. So one very important point is notes taking. So one way to do notes taking is try to shorten everything. Is try to shorten every words that you hear and jot down the notes very quickly. And what people will usually do here, I have a lot of examples for you. Like this: communication, reference, answer, program, department, government. There is one very common thing about all these vocabulary. Most of them are very long. While we are having the listening exam, of course, we will not try to write down every single word while we listen, so we need to shorten them. And one way to do it is to, now some people will do it this way. This is one of the ways to do it. Try to write down the first syllable. Just write down C-O-M-R-E-F, the first part, or A-N-S, or P-R-O, you put it another G here, right? Or someone will do it this way: the first syllable, D, and then put the last letter. Put the last letter, right, at the end, right? So, D-E-P-A-R-T-M-E-N-T. Why is the short form like this? Because it's the first syllable and the last letter. So D-E-P-T. And government, why do we write government like this? Because it's G-O-V, the first part, the first syllable, and then the last letter, T. So this is one way to shorten every word, to be quick. And some other way, shall we look at it? This is it. The A-E-I-O-U, the vowel sounds will be taken all away from the words, like this. Future. So you may write down the notes like this: F-U-T-R. So you cut the U and you cut the E, right? The vowel sound A-I-O-U. And then also report. You can cut the O, right? That is the vowel, the letter for the vowel sound, and just write it like it, R-E-P-R-T. This is another way. And also for ing, what will we do with ing? You don't want to write it like this, right? When you try to be quick, and so what you can do is just write the G. Just cut the IN. So training will be T-R-A-I-N-G. Working will be W-O-R-K-G. And this will do. Hello, do you hear me? They told me to be louder. I'll try. All right. I hope you can hear me now. And so are you all right with these two methods? Two more will come. And so another way is to use, we call this symbol. We call this symbol. So and just use a symbol like this, and two. We can use just a very simple Arabic letter, Arabic words two, right? To stand for it, and less than a symbol, and more than a symbol like that. This is a very quick way to do so. And also, for example, E dot, G dot, and morning. What we can do with morning is just to say AM and afternoon PM. So these are all the ways that we can do when we try to write down the notes when we are listening. So if you are ready, if you feel fine, I will go to have some exercise for you. We will listen to some soundtracks and have some exercises, to practice this. So get ready. So we go to exercise 8. Exercise 8. Exercise 8. So tell me together, what will you do if you want to write down telephone? You don't write every single letter. What will you do? This is one of the ways. T-E-L. Right. T-E-L. We always say this word, right? And adjective. We always say ADJ. The short form. And student. What I will do, like our example, the examples that I have given to you, I will try to cut down some of the vowel sounds. So I will cut the E. So you see that it will become S-T-U-D-E, S-T-D-U-D-N-T, no E. And what about more than 1 hour? More than 1 hour? Did you have an answer with you? Look at this. Very quick. More than 1 H-R. Hour, to stand for hour. That will do, right? And of course, you can have your own way. It's not sure. It's not a sure thing that you need to write it this way, but just your own very quick way to write down something. And so now, we will go to another exercise, that is with the listening part. You will listen to two speakers talking about hours, working hours, because this unit is about the workplace, so he will talk about the working hours and also the clothing, the clothes for working, And try to write down the notes, remember, in short forms. So listen and try to write down. So,
Integrated skill, taking notes. Exercise 8, page 36. Now listen to the speakers and note down what each speaker says.
A normal working day starts at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Most office workers have to wear a suit.
what's the first one? A normal working day starts at 9 a.m. Now this is the way that the book suggests you to do. Cut the words into very short form, N, no O, alright. N-O-R-M-A, no A, no A-E-I-O-U, no A-E-I-O-U. You see it? I want to make it big. Normal working, no IN for the ing. Working day start, no A, 9 a.m. Right, in the morning, 9 a.m. A very quick way. And clothing, most office workers have to wear suits. So you see, no O, no I for office, and workers no E, and no E for hat. 2, you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 2, and wear suit. This is the way to do it. All right. So if you are happy with this, we will go to other exercise that is really something to do with the listening and also taking notes with the short form. So this is exercise 8. So look at exercise 8. It is, you see, a note for interview with Jasmine Fong. And we need to ask Jasmine a lot of questions. And what's the whole thing about? So you need to, of course, before the actual notes-taking step begins, you need to read all those sentences, all those points very quickly to prepare yourself for the listening part. So I will do it with you very quickly now. So exercise, I make it very big for you. So exercise 9, you need to know the situation. What situation you are in, right, in the exercise. So this is it. You are carrying out, remember you are carrying out a reporter for a magazine. And you are interviewing a famous actress, Jasmine Fong. This is what is going on. And so a lot of questions about her. First of all, you need to ask about her career beginning. So how she started to become an actress. That was a long time ago. Beginning means start. All of you know the word start, right? All of you know the button start, right? And so one thing that you've got to pay attention to, when did she want to become an actress? So for this part, you need to listen to an age, so how old she was at that time. And how she got started, why suddenly She wanted to become an actress. And also, her first performance, very young, when she was very young, that was back, right, in the old days, the first public performance, this is the first show, right, to put it simply. Listen to what her role is. Her role, for example, princess, waitress, nurse, and the title means the name of the show. You need to write down the name of the show. And again, the age, how old she was at that time. And the next part is about her professional career. Professional means she was really in the business. She was in some of the films or TVs, right? Not a child anymore, not just a school show, but professional. So her first acting job, what did she do? And how she got it, Pay attention to that. And the last part, the general question, some question that is about some other thing. That is the best thing about her job. What's so good about her job? And the worst thing about her job. The best thing is the number one thing, the good thing, and the number one good thing. And the worst thing, the least, the last, right? That is about her job. So listen to that. And so are you ready? If you are ready, we will go to the soundtrack.
Exercise 9, page 37. You are Kenny Au, a reporter for an entertainment magazine. You are interviewing a famous actress called Jasmine Fong. Listen to the interview and complete the note sheet below. You now have 20 seconds to familiarize yourself with the note sheet.
Remember, you need to use the short form to finish this exercise. Write it in short form,
Thanks for agreeing to do this interview, Jasmine. I just have a few questions to ask you. First of all, I'd like to know when you first wanted to be an actress.
It was when I was about 9 years old, I think. Yes, 9 years old. That's when I saw my first play and decided I wanted to be an actress.
How did you get started?
Well, I joined a drama group. That's where it all started, really.
So, not long after you joined the drama group, you gave your first public performance, right?
Yes, that's right.
What role did you play?
I played the role of a student.
What play was that in?
It was called Served, as in S-E-R-V-E-D. It was set in a restaurant.
So, you played the role of a student in a play called Served. How old were you then?
I was 13.
Wow, 13? That's very young.
Yes, I began my professional career at a young age as well.
What was your first job in your professional career?
It was playing a teen in a television program. The program was a comedy, so it was a lot of fun playing a teen in that television program.
How did you get that job?
Well, the director was a family friend. I had to audition for the part, but I think the main reason I got the job was that the director was a family friend. It's really helpful to have lots of friends in this business.
I'm sure it is. Now, what's the best thing about your job?
Well, I have to say the reason I love the job so much is that it's very exciting.
Yes, it does sound like a very exciting job to do. There must be some downsides though. What's the worst thing about your job?
Well, it's often hard to get parts. For example, There are sometimes hundreds of people trying to get the same part, so it's often hard to get the part you want.
I see. Well, that's all the questions I have. Thank you for your time, Jasmine.
Shall we check the answers together? So what's the first or the beginning? The first wanted to be actress. What? What's that? It's hey, how old is she? 9-year-old. 9-year-old. You can write it this way. 9-year-old. I'm making it bigger for you. So she was 9 years old, short form. And how she got started? Something about a drama group. Did you get that? She joined the drama group, and D is the past tense, so but you don't need the E, so J-O-I-N-D. Drama group, short form GP, that we do. And first public performance, what did she do? She was a student, again short form, and title of the film. Now this one I suggest you to write it down very, very clearly. S-E-R-V-E-D, serve, because that's the name, title of the thing, serve. It's about something in a restaurant, serve. And age, 13, just like 13. And so, professional career. First acting job. Did you get something like this? Playing a tin in a TV program. So ing, cut the ing short, and tin in TV. Of course, you know television, just TV. And program, P-R-O-G you do. And how she got it? Something to do with family friend, right? Director is a family friend. So cut all the words short. And F-R-N-D means friend, right? Because no I and no E, the A-E-I-O-U all go away. But if I were you, I would just write F-D, friend. As many of you will say, friend is F-D. So F-D, also do it quicker. And general question. Best thing about her job, very exciting. Very exciting. Sorry. Oh, yeah, very easy. Best thing about her job, very exciting. Very, you just write V, right? And exciting. And worst thing about her job, did you hear? This one is the most difficult one, I guess. Often had to get part. Often hard to get parts. P-A-R-T. Become P-R-T-S. Often. Not easy to get one part. Every time when there is a role, right, there will be more than 100 people to try to get it. So it's really, really difficult in the performance industry. So this is it. Did you get all this? Right? If you're okay, we almost finished. And one last thing that I need to remind you all. So some tips, important tips and reminders from Miss Jenny. When you take notes, develop your own ways of jotting down notes. For example, like friend. You don't have to follow strictly what I told you. If FD will do, just FD. Or you can just create your own ways to write down notes quickly. One suggestion. And remember, the short forms are used only in jotting down notes. You must use full forms for giving the answer. But when you really write down the answer, remember, you must write them in full. Otherwise, no marks will be given to you. Only for taking notes that we write in short forms. So are you okay with that? If you're okay, we have finished today. I mean, only the listening part, of course. We have some more parts from Mr. Lin and Mr. Austin. And so thank you and goodbye for now. from Miss Jane. See you later.
Hello, good afternoon. I can see there are 14 students
that's pretty
watching the lesson online now
14.
on my mobile phone.
So 16 or not? 17?
So, very good.
Oh, too bad.
So this is very good 14.
14
14.
is better than 13.
Yeah, and hope.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, good afternoon. And here is our part, and I'm afraid that we can't finish all the parts today. Maybe we can press the first.
Yeah, we can
and
hit
the third part.
We can always get to it later.
Yeah, and the online for Mr. Osman and I. Today's lesson is the first one is pronunciation mistakes that we haven't finished last time, and then 2 common mistakes students and even teacher always make. And next one, do not use the word very. Sometimes we like to use very often.
Yeah,
How
very
can we
often.
change it?
Too often.
Yeah.
We'll get to 2 as well.
And this one, English name, I'm afraid that we can't finish
English,
today.
hopefully we can get to that next time, because
Yeah.
that's the fun part.
Yeah, and also there are some common grammar mistakes, an easy task for you to finish, I guess.
Right.
And at last we got the homework.
Right.
And so let's go to the pronunciation mistakes. And
Okay. That pronunciation mistakes we could probably get through fairly quickly, actually.
yeah,
Okay, so some of the words that we're going to do today are a little bit difficult.
and because of the problem, the
Yeah, silent letters.
signs like
Yeah, you see a letter and you want to say the letter.
you know that I even mispronounce the word. You know that.
Yeah,
This
a
one.
lot of people do. So do Western speakers,
So not only student, even teacher.
even teachers,
we
and
mispronounce this
even
word.
first language English speakers. And of course, it also depends on the country, right?
Yeah.
If you're from England, you know the can is made out of aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm from Canada, and in Canada and America, we say aluminum can. But if you're from England, you will say aluminium can, because there is an I.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, both pronunciations are correct for that word.
Your example is too difficult for a student. Maybe I
Yes.
give another example, like
Okay.
dance and dance.
Dance and dance.
Yes,
I will
dance.
go to the dance
Yeah.
and dance.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so this is one, vegetable. So people will say vegetable.
Yes.
Vegetable. No, just vegetable. So this E here, you don't actually say, it's just vegetable. Vegetable. All right?
And for the video, maybe we're not. Are we going to show it?
We can skip these videos, maybe then we'll get to our English slang, because
Okay.
I can pronounce it just as well as them.
Okay, the second one.
It's the same thing. Comfortable. Comfortable. But we don't say that, we just say comfortable.
Yeah.
So you don't actually say the O.
Oh, the vowels, no sound.
There's no sound.
Okay.
I know English
Comfortable.
crazy, right? Comfortable. Now this one is interesting. I disagree with the video a little bit.
Really?
They say that you don't say the L sound here,
Yeah.
okay? So let's start with salmon. You know salmon is the red fish, is my favorite fish
Yeah.
because it has taste. So in this one you just say salmon. You don't say salmon, or salmon I mean, you just say salmon, no L. With almond, it's the same thing. You'll say almond and you won't say the L sound. However, many people will say almond. Almond,
Oh.
like A-L-L-M-O-N-D. It's technically not right, but
Almond.
you wouldn't be marked down if you say almond with the L. I disagree with the video a little bit there, but
Even
it
the
really
vowel
should
is
be
a little
almond.
bit different.
Yeah, it sounds like A-U, not
Yeah.
A-L. It's like A-U, almond,
Almond and almond.
and instead of almond. I know, what can you do?
And this one.
All right, so you see ETC. What does that mean? Do you guys know what ETC? Do they know ETC?
Yes, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess
you if you're going to list something like 3 fruits, and you want it, but you really want to say all fruits, you might say, oh, such as strawberries, bananas,
Apples,
blueberries,
oranges,
etc.
etc.
So etc. means it substitutes like 50 more fruits. Okay, so pronunciation, we say etc.
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 Okay, now this one here is et cetera. Et cetera. But we just say etc.
Etc. Okay. And then the last one.
I say clothes.
Clothes. This sound
Yeah.
is difficult for our students, even teachers.
Yeah, clothes.
TH sound.
Yeah, the TH, because the TH sound changes different words, right?
Yeah.
Clothes.
Clothes.
Yeah, it almost sounds like a Z here instead of ES, clothes.
Okay, now, so if you would like to have a look on the video, you can do it at home, I guess. And
Yeah.
I'm going to upload this PowerPoint to you as well, so you can watch the video.
Alright.
And 2 common mistakes, to and very.
Okay, so my glasses are fogging up. I'm going to quickly put this down.
Okay.
Okay, to versus very. Now I love to versus very. What is the difference between very and to? Okay, so very, you guys love very. Very does not have a negative meaning. To has a kind of negative meaning, but actually we'll continue on, and it says this.
Yeah.
Very does not have a negative meaning, although it sort of does, like the test is very difficult.
Yeah.
I think, I'm ahead of you. I didn't memorize it.
The
I
test
didn't
was
memorize
too
it.
difficult.
Okay, so what is the difference here? The test was very difficult, but you can still pass the test, even though it's very difficult. Okay? But if the test is too difficult, it means you can't pass the test. You will fail the test. So anytime you see something that says to something, it means it's too much of something. You can't quite do it or can't pass the test.
Okay.
All right?
And here is the explanation. Very difficult. It challenges you, but
You can still do it.
Okay, but if we use the word to, you're worried that you failed
Yes.
in the test. Okay, so
Yes.
the difference. And the other example.
But I find many of our students, you always write very, very, very when you should be writing to. So really think about what you're trying to say. Is something too hard or too easy? The video game is too easy. That means it's so boring, right? If it's too easy, then it's too boring. You don't want to play it. If it's very easy, you still might enjoy playing the game. Okay, so just be careful with this one.
The other example 2, the bag was very expensive and too expensive.
Yeah, so okay, the bag, now what they mean by bag, they're meaning a purse or a backpack bag, right? Or a bag that you buy, like a Louis Vuitton. You might say, oh, this LV bag is 3,000 Hong Kong dollars for this bag, or maybe it's 12,000. I don't know.
More than 3,000.
It'll be more than 3. I don't shop for Louis Vuitton. I buy cheap ones at the night market.
Maybe 20,000 or more than.
It lasts just as long, the night market.
Okay.
So the bag was very expensive. It's very, but you can still buy it. You have enough money to buy the bag. Now you got to remember, this word "very expensive" is a bit subjective, right? What's very expensive for Mr. Austin is one thing. What's very expensive for Bill Gates
is another thing.
Is another thing. Right? So the bag was too expensive means I don't have enough money to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And example 3, the movie was very exciting and too exciting.
Okay, that's a different example. That's a weird one. How do you explain that?
Very
exciting.
Very exciting means that you can still enjoy the movie.
Right.
But sometimes when you say too exciting, it may cause you a heart attack, for example. It's too exciting. I can't take it.
I've never seen a movie that was too exciting, but I sort of get this one. I would use the movie was too scary.
Okay.
I think that's better than exciting, because I don't think a movie will excite you to death. I think scary might be better.
Yes.
Too scary, very scary. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would choose scary instead of exciting. But it can work for exciting. All right.
Okay.
And there's a video with cartoons. 1 minute, maybe we can show them. We have enough time to show that?
Sure.
Is this a good video? I can't remember. I think it was a pretty good video. We have several videos on this one, so I can't, there's one that's really good, one that's okay. And it might not even work because YouTube
it takes time.
struggles. can't see me. Here I am.
Let's talk about the difference between very and too. Look at these two sentences. How are they different? It is very big. It is too big. Sentence A is a simple statement. It's big. But B shows some difficulty. Like maybe because it is so big, it doesn't fit in a box. Or because it is so big, nobody can lift it. Here's another example. He is very short. He is too short. C is a simple statement. He's a short boy. But D has a negative feeling. Perhaps because he is short, he can't play on the basketball team. Or maybe he is so short that nobody wants to date him. So remember, using to shows that there is a problem with the situation.
Now the cartoon. There we go.
Let's look at an example. This cat is very fat. It is too fat to play with the yarn. Here we use very to describe a fact and to make a negative statement. Another example. William is very weak. He is too weak to lift the bar. Thomas is very strong. Here we use very to make a general statement and to make a negative statement. Another example. I am very young. I am too young to drive a car. I am very old. I am too old to play soccer. Notice our use of very and to. And our last example. It is very cold. I don't like it here. It's too cold for me. Again, notice our use of very and to.
All right, it is a short video. Anyway, so I hope you understand the difference and try to use the word to more in your writing, because I find students, you don't use to. It's always very, 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 very.
And
okay? So,
part of the homework, you have to write 4 sentences.
all right, good.
Okay, using to, very, fun, and funny. Okay.
All right.
And now let's the second one, funny and fun.
This is the important one because so many students at CSJ mix up funny and fun. You
Both of them
know,
are-
I had a funny day.
How about fun carnivals?
Yeah, it's the difference between funny is something that makes you laugh,
Yeah.
and fun is an experience that you had. Like playing video games is fun. You don't say playing video games is funny unless the video game is funny and you like to laugh while you're playing it, okay?
So funny means something that makes
Makes
you
laugh. So when you
Okay.
write, don't say English is funny. No, English is fun. Oh, we don't know. The video even says the same thing if we have that video. All right, funny versus
Okay,
fun.
example. Have you ever seen Saturday Night Live? It's such a funny show.
All right, hopefully some of you have seen Saturday Night Live. It was funny in the 1970s. It's less funny now. But it's a comedy show on every Saturday night in the United States for over 30 years, I think.
It means that the show makes you laugh.
It's a funny show, makes you laugh. Okay, any show that makes you laugh is a funny show.
Okay. And your jokes are very funny. You are a funny guy.
Yeah, you're a funny guy
You try to make
because you
someone
make people laugh.
Yes.
Now you could say you're a fun guy to hang around with, but that's different. You're a fun guy. That doesn't mean you're a person who makes me laugh, but you are a fun guy that when I hang out with you, I have a good time.
Okay.
It's very tricky. It's a lot of levels to this word, funny and
Okay.
fun.
So fun on the other hand means enjoyable,
Enjoyable.
like a good time, a game, or an adventure.
Yes.
Okay.
I had fun playing soccer last weekend.
Example?
Or I love visiting new countries. It's always fun. It's fun to see new things, but it's not funny to see new things. Okay?
And talking about a party or any events,
Yeah.
and you have an enjoyable experience, and
Yeah.
then you can say it was fun.
Yes.
Okay. And well, you don't always need to laugh to have fun, but funny things and fun experiences often come together.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a little bit tricky, and that's why students make this mistake a lot. So just try to think, when you use the word funny, does that situation make you laugh? I went to the beach, it was funny. Well, if you go to the beach, Did the
Make
beach
you laugh,
make
no?
you laugh? No. So you've got to think, oh, it didn't make me laugh, so I have to use the word fun here, okay? It's not that difficult, it just requires practice. All right, we spent a really fun evening at the comedy show. It was so funny. Oh, this is a great example of how to use fun and funny here.
Okay, another video.
Another video?
No, I don't.
No, we can maybe
Skip it?
skip that one.
Oh,
You can see that video. The videos are actually pretty good and easy to remember, okay?
Now, most of us likes to use the word very.
Yes, everything's very. Try to expand your
Okay.
vocabulary.
Yeah, like this one, there are 5 examples. The first
Alright.
one, very lazy. You say that.
Okay, so instead of saying very lazy, you can just say, instead of saying she was very lazy, just say she was indolent.
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 means
Okay,
very
it's a
lazy.
big word. I mean, in this case, very lazy. In fact, you can also just take out the word very. I often say that.
You're lazy.
She's lazy. Instead of saying very lazy, you don't need that extra word, but if you really want to say she's very lazy, choose a better word. Show off your English, right? Choose some new words that you know, I find students, they learn a word in primary 3,
Yeah.
and then they never learn another word again. So try to expand your vocabulary.
You know that sometimes even they forgot the words they have learned.
That's okay, but anyway. Very fat, okay?
Obese.
You want to say that Jonathan is obese, not Jonathan is very fat. Plus, this is a bit rude. This is less rude
Right.
to say that.
Obese.
Yeah.
Okay. Very afraid.
Very afraid, terrified.
Very
Very
accurate.
accurate.
Exactly.
Exact. Okay.
And then
Very often, frequently. Okay. There was a poster of 50 of these, but that was too many to give you. I don't want to teach you 50 words. But you can find, I think that's part of the homework assignment as well.
Yeah.
Where you're going to find
I have
a different
selected,
word to
I have
say.
selected 5 or 10 some more common
Right.
for students to try.
Exactly.
Okay, and let's do
It's
another.
not like you don't ever have to say very. You can say very, but if you're writing something and you're finding that you're using very often, too many varies, that's when you want to say, oh, I'm saying very too much. I have to think to say something else. Okay, that's one of the things in English is not to be repetitive. Do not say the same thing over and over again,
Try to
okay?
use other vocabulary
Yeah,
items.
so if you say very fat, that's okay, but then don't use very for the rest of the paragraph or the rest of the
Yeah.
page, so that the teacher says, oh, this person has a vocabulary. You get more marks. So,
Yes, and here another 6. Let's try this one out. Whether you can do it or not.
all right,
Very tasty.
very tasty. I don't have the answer key, so I don't know what's
Start out with letter D.
I think we could say, what, delicious?
Yes.
Okay, instead of very tasty, delicious, very good.
Okay. Next
All right.
one. Very tired. Difficult word maybe. Start out with E.
Exhausted?
Good. Exhausted.
Mr. Austin does not have the answer key. I didn't see this one. Okay.
Exhausted.
Exhausted. I'm
Okay,
so
try to
tired.
learn this word.
Exhausted.
Okay, students.
Now, everybody, there could be about 4 or 5 other words here, right? Exhausted, sleepy, a whole bunch of other words you could put there, all right?
Okay, another 3. Very
valuable.
Start out with letter P.
I don't know. Precious? It could be
Yeah.
precious. So precious, very valuable. Okay, so what's an example? My phone is precious. You know, if you have the most expensive phone, it's precious to you. It costs a lot of money. Usually we would say it for something very expensive like a wedding ring. Wedding rings are expensive. Or maybe your car. If you have a BMW.
Very creative. Start out with letter I.
I have no idea.
Innovative.
Innovative. Very creative, very good. Innovative.
Yeah, innovative.
Innovative.
And then the last one.
See, I would have thought artsy. But that's
Very
okay.
easy.
Very good. Great. Excellent.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
This one has many
Perfect.
words. Yes. So the movie, instead of saying the movie was very good, the movie was excellent.
Excellent.
The movie was fantastic. Something like that. Okay? All right.
Oh
no, we're out of time already? Okay, let's see what the next one would be here. English slang. This is what we'll have to do another time, but I chose this because you are younger than me. And English, the English language changes, believe it or not, over time. If you went back to 1700, if you could get in a time machine, go back to 1700 and speak to people, they would not understand what you are saying because the language, the English language has changed over time. And every generation of young people has slang, right? Even computer slang like LOL, laugh out loud, right? Well, this is created by young people. They created that. It wasn't created by the dictionary or by old guys like us. We're not that old, but. All right, so just think of the English slang that you use with your friends, right? That old people or your parents don't know what you're really talking about, all right? And that's true in English as well.
Shall we show them just one?
One example, maybe? Okay, chillin'.
Chillin'.
So chillin' is a popular word that young people use, and it means relaxed, hanging out. I'm just chilling with my friends. Chilling with my friends, dude. Now, chill, what does chill mean? It means cold.
Yes.
All right, so this word means something different to an adult, but for younger people, when they say, I'm just chilling at home, it means that you're relaxed, you're being who you are, let's chill, let's hang out, let's meet up. Okay, but some of these you won't find in a dictionary. I don't know this, I don't know if it's
I don't
a
think
dictionary.
we can find
Don't
this.
think so.
Yeah.
But it's a commonly used word. You'll see it in movies, and this is why I wanted to bring this up, Mr. Lin, because they watch movies, and the problem is they will say these kind of things that you can't look up in a dictionary. All right.
So maybe we can do it
next lesson, which is when 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. We're going to miss you next week.
That's okay. You have 2 weeks to find your own slang that you use. And maybe some of our students are from Pakistan. You might have words in Pakistan that that are slang words that you will use, but that won't be used by an English speaker in England or in Australia or in Canada. Australia has the best slang. My best friend is Australian, and his slang is very funny. And I have to go, what are you talking about? He has to explain it to me, and then it's funny. Okay, so that's it for today, I think.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
And sorry again that we can't finish all, but I still need to upload the homework to you. We try to finish it.
All right.
And submit it next week. Okay, that's it?
Sounds good, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
And one day we will see each other again.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.